I'm Jimmy Holland, and welcome to another edition of A Preacher and His Work. We have so many great gospel preachers across our country and around the world, and this is our way of helping you get to know them just a little better. We are coming to you from Polishing the Pulpit in Sevierville, Tennessee, and this is a great work. It's a great opportunity to fellowship with like-minded brethren from across the world and across our country. And we are very thankful to have Brother Gregory Lewis with us. Brother Gregory, I appreciate you taking time to be with us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
What congregation are you currently working with?
I'm currently working with the Hopkins Road Church in Richmond/North Chesterfield, Virginia.
And how long have you been with that congregation?
I've been with that congregation for 16 years.
16 years. Wow, it's great seeing someone with a congregation that long. How long have you been in ministry total?
Well, that's kind of one of those weird things. I started doing it part-time while I was still in the military. And so I would say probably about 25, 27 years.
All right. Well, what branch of the military were you in?
I was in the Army,
right.
More or less purple-suited because I worked with Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and civilians.
And how long were you in the military?
20 years.
20 years. Well, thank you for your service. What motivated you to get into ministry?
It's kind of a really strange question or answer, I guess. Originally, when I graduated from high school, actually going through high school, I planned on going into the medical field. I really wasn't a Christian, although I was associated with the Lord's Church. Mm-hmm. And then I got stationed down in Pensacola, Florida, and I started worshiping with a congregation down there. And for some reason, I started looking at the fact, okay, if I was the best doctor in the world, and I could help people live to be as old as Methuselah, 969 years old, they're going to die. But if I could eventually be a minister and help them spiritually, then they would live forever.
Wow. Well, when you look at your experience from the military background, when you look at your experience as a minister for all these years, you have a unique perspective. So based on your experience, your perspective, if there was just one message that you could share with the world, what would that one message be?
I guess if I was going to give one message, it would be love, unity, just that idea of how Jesus came, suffered, and died on the cross for us. And then I guess the idea that because that's what he did for us, that's really what we need to do for others, is to kind of help them learn what God's Word is all about, and so that they can spend that eternity in heaven.
That is definitely a message that the world needs to hear, that our country needs to hear. And I appreciate you being with us. I appreciate the work that you're doing and that you'll continue to do. I appreciate you being with us, and I look forward to being with you next time on A Preacher and His Work.
To God be the glory, great things.
The preceding program was a production of the Fort Payne Church of Christ TV studio located in Fort Payne, Alabama.